He had feet, dusty, worn from the path, tired, heavy with the weight of the world, just like yours and mine. We often forget the human aspect of the divine. We picture Jesus, often in stained glass windows, as the King of Kings bathed in glory, the miracle worker, effortlessly performing the impossible, but he was also a man, a simple carpenter's son, who woke up each morning just like us to a day full, brimming with of ordinary challenges. The weight of expectations, the needs of others, the simple act of providing. His journey wasn't just a highlight reel of about the cross. That was the culmination. It was about thousands, countless moments of faithful steps, each one a testament to his commitment. Your life is, in its own way, a daily run too, a marathon of moments. Some days are easy, a gentle breeze at your back, others are steep, a relentless uphill climb, and exhausting, draining every ounce of strength. In those moments of struggle, when you feel like you can't take another step, look to Jesus, remember him. Not just the miracle worker, the divine being, but the man who felt fatigue, the one who knew the sting of sweat and the ache of tired muscles and faced hard days, days filled with doubt, frustration, and the weight of responsibility. He understands, he truly understands the early mornings, the struggle to rise and face the day, the long lists, the endless tasks that seem to never end, the difficult conversations, the weight of words, the burden of communication. He walked this earth, felt its dust beneath his feet, faced each day with all its trials and triumphs, and chose to persevere, moving forward, one step at a time. His life was a marathon, not a sprint, of faithfulness, a steady commitment in ordinary moments. The small acts of kindness, the quiet moments of prayer. In his steps, in the path he forged, we find courage, the strength to face our own challenges for our unique and individual journey. So let's walk with him in spirit and in truth for a while. Let's imagine ourselves beside him. Imagine the Galilean dust swirling around our ankles, between his toes, grounding him to the earth, the warmth of the sun beating down on his shoulders, a constant presence, the sounds of the village, a symphony of daily life, waking up. The bleating of sheep, the bartering of merchants, the laughter of children. By looking at truly seeing his daily run, his everyday existence, we find inspiration, a renewed sense of purpose for ours, to keep putting one foot in front of the other. We learn how, through his example, he kept going even when the path was unclear, when tired, when his spirit was weary, loved when rejected, even in the face of betrayal, and found strength, a wellspring of resilience, when the world seemed to offer only hardship, offered none. No comfort, no solace, no respite. His journey was for us, a gift freely given, a map to guide us through the complexities of life, a guide to show us the way forward, a promise of hope, of redemption, of eternal love. No matter how seemingly insurmountable, difficult our path, how treacherous the terrain, we never walk, truly, it alone. He is always there, beside us. Every step he took, every stride was a step for us, paving the way, lighting the path. He faced the mundane, the everyday tasks, and the miraculous, the extraordinary events with the same faithfulness, an unwavering commitment to his purpose. Our daily run matters, our everyday struggles and triumphs because his did, because he showed us the way. When you feel like giving up, when your strength is failing, remember he kept going. He persevered through unimaginable hardship. When you feel unseen, lost in the crowd, remember, he sees you. He knows your heart, your struggles, your dreams. When you feel alone, isolated and abandoned, remember, he walks with you. He is your constant companion. The daily run is this journey we call life, not just about endurance, about gritting your teeth and pushing through, but about presence, being mindful, his presence with us, knowing that we are never truly alone. Let's take the next step, with faith and courage, together, knowing we are supported and loved. He is with us always, every step of the way. Imagine the soft morning light gently illuminating Nazareth. Picture the scene, the quiet before the day's bustle begins. Jesus the carpenter rises before the sun fully crests the horizon. His hands, already calloused from years of working with wood, mark ordinary beginnings, a humble dwelling, a simple life. He didn't start his day, as we might expect, with miracles, with grand displays of power, but with prayer, a quiet conversation with his Father, and preparation for the day ahead, a time for reflection and setting intentions. His ministry was, in so many ways, a life on foot, a journey taken one step at a time, walking from town to town, connecting with people in their own environments, feeling the sun on his face, the warmth of the day, the weariness that comes with travel, the physical demands, the dust coating everything. He shared bread, a simple meal by the fire, under the starlit sky, sharing stories and companionship. He stopped to see the unseen, to acknowledge those often overlooked, and met people where they were, in ordinary circumstances, in ordinary moments, finding the extraordinary within the everyday. He didn't rush, there was no frantic pace. He walked, with a steady, deliberate pace, talked, engaged in meaningful conversations, taught, sharing wisdom and insights, and listened, truly listened, with an open heart and mind. Each step was, in its own way, an act of love, a demonstration of compassion and purpose, a clear direction guiding his path. He faced crowds, the demands of many, misunderstandings, the frustration of being misinterpreted and frustrations, the challenges of human interaction, yet kept moving forward, unwavering in his mission. When storms rose, both literal and metaphorical, he was tired enough, human enough to sleep through them, trusting in the peace that surpasses understanding. His humanity was real. He wasn't some distant figure. He knew exhaustion, the limits of the body and the need for rest, the importance of pausing and recharging. This is where we connect. In our shared human experience, when overwhelmed by the pressures of life, Jesus understands. He's been there. He knew pressure, the weight of responsibility, disappointment, the sting of unmet expectations, and being unheard, the pain of feeling invisible. Still, he kept loving, despite the challenges, teaching, sharing his message of hope and redemption, and walking, continuing the journey, one step at a time. His journey was fueled, not by ambition or ego, by love for the Father, a deep and abiding connection and compassion for people, a genuine concern for their well-being. His daily steps were each and every one unwavering purpose, a clear sense of direction. We too can find meaning, a sense of purpose in our small, faithful steps, in the ordinary moments of our lives. The ordinary is sacred, infused with divine potential, when walked with God, when we invite Him into our daily lives. Jesus' presence in the mundane, in the everyday details, gives our days significance, transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. When you feel unnoticed, lost in the crowd, remember, He sees you. You are known and loved. When you feel tired, weary from the journey, remember, He understands. He offers rest for your soul. Every step matters. Each one contributes to the journey. Walk with purpose, with intention and direction as He did, following in His footsteps. Let your daily steps, your actions and choices echo His love, His compassion, His grace. That's how we follow Him, by living a life that reflects His. The path for Jesus, the one He chose to walk, was often steep and lonely, a road less traveled, filled with challenges and trials. It demanded resilience and unwavering faith. In Nazareth, His own hometown, the place where He grew up and was known, He was rejected, cast aside by those who should have embraced Him. Driven out by those, the very people who knew Him best, those who had witnessed His life from the beginning. Their rejection must have been deeply painful. He could have given up, succumbed to the despair and turned away from His purpose. But He walked right through, undeterred, the crowd and kept going, continuing on His path despite the hostility and disbelief. He didn't let rejection, the negativity and doubt of others define His mission, His divine purpose and calling. We too face criticism, judgment and opposition and misunderstanding, moments when our intentions are questioned and our actions misinterpreted. Jesus shows us, through His own experiences, these are obstacles, not walls. They are challenges to overcome, not insurmountable barriers. Even His closest friends, those He loved and trusted, misunderstood Him, struggled to grasp the depth of His teachings and the magnitude of His mission, argued, debated, and questioned His decisions, and failed Him, falling short of the loyalty and support He deserved. Yet He never stopped, never wavered in His commitment, loving or teaching them, extending grace and understanding even in the face of their shortcomings. He patiently corrected, guided them with kindness, forgave, offered redemption and reconciliation, and kept walking with them, continuing the journey together despite the challenges and disagreements. We will be misunderstood, face moments of isolation and feeling alone in our convictions, and let down, experience the pain of disappointment and unmet expectations. Jesus teaches us, through His unwavering example, to keep our hearts open, to remain receptive to love and understanding, even when it hurts, even when we are wounded by the words and actions of others. Don't retreat, don't withdraw into defensiveness or build walls. Don't isolate yourself behind barriers of resentment and bitterness. Keep moving forward in love. Let love be your guiding principle, your unwavering motivation. His perseverance came, His ability to endure and overcome, from deep, abiding love, a wellspring of compassion and empathy, not stubbornness. It was rooted in love, not a rigid adherence to one's own will. When your intentions are questioned, when your motives are doubted and your actions scrutinized, remember his example. Draw strength from his unwavering commitment to love and truth. When you feel alone, when you feel isolated and misunderstood, remember he walked. He too experienced the pain of loneliness and rejection, that road first. He paved the way, showing us how to navigate the challenges of misunderstanding and rejection. Keep loving, continue to extend compassion and kindness, keep teaching, continue to share your wisdom and insights, keep walking, continue on your path, undeterred by the obstacles and challenges you encounter. The journey is not, the ultimate goal is not about being understood, about gaining the approval and validation of others, but about being faithful. It's about remaining true to your calling, your values, and your commitment to love. Let rejection refine. Let it shape you into a stronger, more compassionate person, not define. Don't allow it to dictate your worth or limit your potential, your mission. Stay focused on your purpose, your calling, and the impact you want to make on the world. Jesus' quiet strength, his unwavering resolve and peaceful demeanor is our model. It's the example we should strive to emulate in our own lives. Walk on, continue your journey with faith and determination, even when the crowd turns away. Even when you find yourself walking alone, stay true to your path and your purpose. Jesus carried burdens not just his own but others. At Lazarus' tomb he wept, he felt the pain of those around him. He drew close to the broken, the sick, the outcast sharing their load. Every healing was an act of burden-bearing. He absorbed sickness, shame, and despair, giving healing and hope in return. This was emotionally and spiritually taxing. He poured himself out, yet was never crushed. Why? Because he turned to his Father for strength. He prayed early, withdrew to quiet places, stayed connected to the source. We're called to bear burdens too, but not alone. When overwhelmed, follow his rhythm, pour out, then be filled up in God's presence. Engage with the world's pain, then retreat to the Father. That's how we carry heavy loads without being crushed. Jesus models a life of giving and receiving strength. How did Jesus, day after day, keep going? He prayed. Before the world woke, he found stillness with his Father. This wasn't duty, it was his lifeline, the source of his power and his peace. His day began with quiet, not chaos. Our lives are noisy and rushed, we often run on empty. What if we started each day with a pause, prayer, scripture, silence? This simple act can truly change our day, exchanging weakness for strength. Begin your daily run with stillness, as Jesus did. Your life is a unique, dusty path with its own challenges. In every step, Jesus is with you. He's walked this road before. When misunderstood, remember Nazareth. When burdened, remember Lazarus' tomb. He offers empathy from experience, not just sympathy from afar. Look for him in ordinary moments. Patience, kindness, forgiveness, perseverance. Your daily run is a chance to walk in his footsteps. Don't be discouraged by stumbles. His grace is enough. The goal isn't perfection, but faithfulness. Get up, dust off, take his hand, and step forward. He's right beside you, cheering you on. Every ordinary act can be a Jesus step. Walk with him, even in the mundane. He will never give up on you. Every run has a finish line. Jesus ended at the cross but continued from the empty tomb. He's prepared a place for us. Our journey has a destination. This hope gives us strength to endure. When weary, remember what awaits. No more pain, only rest and joy. Knowing the end gives us courage for today. Keep moving forward, remembering Jesus' dusty feet and deep love. Let his journey inspire yours. One day you'll cross your finish line and find him waiting. The dust and weariness will vanish. You'll hear, "Well done, good and faithful servant." Until then, keep running, keep trusting. He is with you every step of the way.